Hello and welcome aboard the International Rescue Train. Welcome to Voivfort. Our train is stuck in Lindau, and the brains at dispatch are sending us to help. So the instructions are given as pilot pilot for airplane, engineer for train driver, whatever. Anyway, pilot your train to help out with a stranded unit across the border. With the OBB 4024 on the S-Bahn Vorarlberg route. So let's get going over here and get our wounded, broken down, not working train. And I can't close the door. I can't get to the button, so that looks like a ramp. Oh, got distracted. The doors close automatically. Okay, nice safety feature. It looks like a ramp for handicapped people. But I was looking for a button to close the door, but it closed automatically. So you don't have to press a button. How about that? Look at that. Okay, so excuse me. Let's get everything set up, and well, we have to wait for another train to come down. So and put the brake in, set it to run, put the reverser to forward. Make sure our headlights are on all the way. Put on our lights here for the dashboard. Make it so you can see the red needle. PZB on. Gotta be kidding me. There we go, 22. Wow. Okay. So, we don't need the train lights on. Otherwise, everything else is set to go. Go. Wait for access. Okay, now we can go. Okay. Everything else is on, yep. Okay. There we go, come on. Safe to release, okay. Just making sure. Wasn't sure about that magnet there. Watched a video quite a few years, about a year ago. Well, not quite a few, but about a year ago on PZB. Dovetail Games made. And one of the things that stuck in my head was, so you acknowledge it, big deal. It ain't gonna hurt. If anything, it'll, get you to create some muscle memory and just, acknowledge. Because it's the 500 hertz magnets that are really, they'll get you almost every single time. And the PZB safety system in Train Sim World as a whole is not up to par as it should be. It does work, but it can You get a little difficult because you'll have a signal where you don't need it or shouldn't have it, from what I'm understanding from people who've been doing this a lot longer than me. But and sometimes where it activates and it shouldn't. Okay. Went over the speed limit just a little bit there. Be down to minimum. And for those that are new or didn't know, on all the train routes in Germany, you have to drive 5 miles an hour below the speed limit. It's not if, it's you must. Okay, we gotta get down to 85 or below, actually. See, the last time I came through here, that didn't activate like that. Well, we're down below 85, which is good. I mean, it says get to 85, but you really need to go below 85. Save to release. Okay, we're gonna have to go down to 80 anyway. Speed reduction. So I'm doing 75 now, so nope, minimum. Ooh. Oh, gotta go down below 85 again. And we got a speed reduction coming up. Another speed reduction. So I'm going to leave it there at minimum power. Three, two, one, boom! No, okay. Here's our magnet that we had to acknowledge. That's what the countdown for it is. 3, 2, 1, get ready, boom. You acknowledge. If I'm understanding it correctly. There's a lot to learn. Like these are all types of signals that you have to learn, and I'm still trying. Trying to learn and understand them all. But once you get the hang of it, it's, you know, everything works pretty smoothly. So I sure made my mistakes, that's for sure. Stay behind the line, Magnet. And open up the MCB. 1, 2, 3, now. And we got more than enough speed, so close the MCB. And let's bring that back to 0 again. There we go. There's there was a red strike through with the KN for the voltage or the amperage, the power that you're drawing. So got the stop coming up here, so I'm going to stay relatively below the speed limit. But even without the German, with the non-German trains, I always try to stay at least 5 miles or 5 kilometers below the speed limit. Okay, there we go. We're at the get down to below. Yeah, down to below. You gotta get below 85. Even though it says get to 85, you want to be below that. Okay. Still below 85, which is good. I should have went down to 50. I neglected to see that. See, you didn't tell me it's safe to release. I was watching for magnets and went to release the PZB and didn't reduce my speed fast enough. Yeah, couple to the stranded unit and get ready to head back. Yeah, I know I passed that marker almost by the whole length of the train here, because I have it turned off. It's annoying because it's so big. I don't know why they have to make it so big. So, okay, proceed at restricted speed. Okay. Well, our speed is 90, but we're going to stay at 85, roughly. And we got to go down to 50 soon, so I'm not going to even attempt to get up to 90. There's our stranded train. Okay. Put our throttle to 0. Okay. And we put the brake to hold and remove that. Hold. There we go. Reverse it off. Master key out. And we turn the lights off. Right? Light off. Okay. A little finicky. And we can turn those off. Okay. Ooh. Alright, let's head back to our... Oh, did I turn off PZB here? I want to make sure I got PZB off. That's the one thing I didn't turn off. Nope, didn't turn it off. There we go. And this goes for any train that you drive. And it's a two-headed train. Or even with the American trains, and you have the safety acknowledge, alerter system on say the rear pusher locomotive, and that alerter goes off. There's no way you can acknowledge that. So always make sure you turn off your safety systems when you're changing from one end of the train to the other, or you only want one controlling cab to have that active. So put the master key on, put that into forward, put our brake lever in, set it to drive, headlights on. Let's put our dashboard lights on. And this time I'm going to run with SIFA instead of PZB. And see, we're all set to go, right? Okay. And we're heading over to Welfort Yard 1-13. Okay, we got to open up the MCB here. And the reason I waited that extra couple of seconds to close the MCB is if you look here, see those two white bars? That's the two trains receiving power from the catenary, and while I'm in the front, obviously the driving locomotive, this is also receiving power. So if I acknowledge by closing the MCB, by passing with my locomotive and the wounded, broken down, disabled locomotive, while it's still receiving power, it won't acknowledge it, and I'll have to press it again. So that's why, and there's a distance between the two. So I just guessed when to close it. Fab job today. Let's see how you did. Okay. Even though I overspent a little bit, I still got my platinum star. Ooh boy, yay. Took 35 minutes and 56 seconds. Some of that will get cut down, and it'll get shortened up. But as you noticed, I am offline with the game because I set my game to read only, so the update won't write to it, because this is one scenario that cannot be completed because of a red light bug. Now, maybe by the time this video gets posted, it'll have been fixed. But I've seen several people reporting between Steam and the Dovetail forums from multiple from the Steam PC users, the Xbox users, and the PlayStation. It's not relegated to one platform. Everyone got hit by it, and this scenario cannot be completed because of the red light bug. But anyway, to all who stuck around and stayed with me, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If it's your first time here on my little channel, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thank you for being here, and by all means, let me know what you thought. Leave your thoughts, good, bad, and different. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Let me know, how did I do? Good, bad, and different. And let me know how I can improve. And I'm trying to get this stuff done as quickly as possible. I have a lot to do, but it's also a shared computer. So we have to, find ways to equalize the time. And my daughter does all the editing, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Leave your thoughts. I hope to have you back again. And don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I post another video. With all that said and done, thanks for being here, and I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll come back now, you hear? Bye-bye for now.